You could train a chin, bro. It's just you're either born with a strong one or you're born without one. It's not funny. Before I get any farther, low key, I know y'all all my fight junkies. We have UFC 278 here this weekend, and I'm gonna go over my predictions. To get straight into it, we got Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards, Paulo Costa versus Luke Rockhold, and Jose Aldo versus Merab. I can't even pronounce his last name. I'm not even gonna say it. The first fight I go over is gonna be Jose Aldo versus Merab. That's what I'm gonna call him. To get into it, honestly, while watching a couple like Merab's highlights, bro is low-key a sick wrestler, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And I know I've seen Jose Aldo struggle sometimes, but I just think his BJJ is good enough. And like, Jose Aldo has been fighting so good recently. If anybody's watched his most recent fights, he's been at the top of his game. Obviously he's taken L's before. But I just think, like, at this point right now in his career, he's not losing, especially a fight like this, because he knows how important this fight is. This is definitely going to make him a title contender. But even if that fight doesn't work out, I know Chito Vera wants his rematch with Jose Aldo, and they can make that again. That'd be a great fight to watch. But I just don't think Merab has enough to put Jose Aldo down, even if he gets a takedown. I mean, I think he'll get a takedown, surprisingly. I think he can bring Jose Aldo down, but I just don't think he can finish him there. Jose Aldo to win, low-key by decision. Before I get any farther, low-key, I know y'all seen we had a little couch before. Bro, I had that bitch on lease. I missed my last payment. Over. They took it. No, I'm just kidding. I low-key, let's get back. Second round of fights, we have Paulo Costa versus Luke Rockhold. Now, all right, let's be for real. Luke Rockhold, he's a great fighter. He definitely has a lot of tools. He's very athletic. I don't think he's out of his prime. He's a former champion. But I think we all know his chin is just not there. I'm not sure, like, if I'm being honest, I don't think you could train a chin, bro. It's just you're either born with a strong one or you're born without one. And Luke, I mean, as you've seen in his most recent fights, although he hasn't fought in a couple of years, bro, he's just getting rocked, bro, and just getting slept. And to come back against a guy like Paulo Costa, I have to tip my hat to him. I think he's a great competitor, and I think he's going to have a good fight. But I played it so many times in my head, I cannot see him winning that fight. Paulo Costa is too vicious. He puts his style. He puts a lot of pressure on you, and he tries to get that finish. And I'm not sure if Luke Rockhold is going to be able to get away from that. I think he's just going to eventually get caught and put away like he most recently has been. So I got Paulo Costa second round finish. It's not funny. Moving on to the main event. Not really a big like name fight, except for obviously the pound for pound king Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. If you guys didn't know, this is actually a rematch. Leon Edwards lost to him earlier in his career. Now, I'm not really trying to get into it, but pretty much Kamaru Usman wrestled his way to a victory and won, whatever. Now, Leon Edwards since then has not lost a fight. I think he's on a 10-fight win streak, and obviously Kamaru Usman has never lost in the UFC, so this is going to be, I think, an underrated matchup. I feel like a lot of guys are looking at Kamaru Usman to win with ease. I mean, I think he's going to win, honestly, but expect fireworks because Leon Edwards is a dog. I'll say one thing, I'm not sure how strong his chin is. He kind of did get rocked by Nate Diaz in his last fight in round 3. It was bad. He got rocked. He could have got slept. Anybody else who was in there would have probably finished that fight. But Nate Diaz, you know how he gets. He just started celebrating and it just got away from him. But it was this close, I promise. But I just think in the fight, that's pretty much how it's going to be. It's going to be a scrap until Kamaru Usman catches him with a nice shot, and it's over after that. Kamaru Usman is insane when it comes to hurting people. I do think I could see Leon winning a round, though. If he's able to survive a couple rounds, I can see him winning a couple rounds just because the way he strikes is very technical, very precise. Even watching someone like the UFC vlog series, I mean, Kamaru Usman saying himself, like, he's not underestimating this guy. This guy is tough. So, you know, if you got a champion that's that humble, I just feel like nobody can stop Kamaru. And And respect to Leon Edwards. I think he's a great fighter, but I just don't think he'll have enough to beat Kamaru Usman. I'm going to have to give Kamaru Usman a win by decision. If you think I'm mistaken, if you think I'm not speaking the truth, let me know down in the comments who you really think is going to win these fights. Don't miss our next video coming out Monday. Probably just going to be reviewing UFC 278 like we do. And we're going to see if I'm Mystic Mac.